Here's a statement that's bound to ruffle some feathers. Even with LeBron James wearing the same purple and gold jersey he once donned, Magic Johnson refuses to budge on his ultimate basketball opinion. And honestly, his reasoning might just change how you think about the entire GOAT conversation. When the Los Angeles Lakers legend stepped up to the microphone at Atlanta's InvestFest recently, he delivered what many consider the most definitive take on basketball's eternal question. Without hesitation, Johnson declared Michael Jordan as the undisputed greatest player in NBA history, choosing his airness over the king himself, LeBron James. But here's where it gets controversial. Johnson's justification was surprisingly blunt. There's nobody alive who possesses the ability to replicate what Jordan accomplished during his reign. Now, let's pause for a moment and consider the weight of this statement.
We're talking about Magic Johnson, a man whose Lakers legacy is intertwined with championships, excellence, and unwavering loyalty to the organization. Since the 2018-19 season, James has been suiting up in those iconic Lakers colors, bringing his talents to the very franchise that Johnson helped build into a dynasty. Yet, despite this connection and the natural tendency to support a current teammate's legacy, Johnson remains unmoved by any sense of organizational allegiance when discussing basketball's ultimate hierarchy. This isn't some off-the-cuff remark either. Johnson's position has remained remarkably consistent over the years. During a memorable 2023 conversation on The Dan Patrick Show, the point guard legend elaborated on his perspective, suggesting that James would potentially need to secure a couple more championships before even entering serious consideration for surpassing Jordan's throne. But here's the part most people miss. Johnson wasn't dismissing James's incredible achievements. Instead, he offered genuine praise for what the four-time champion has accomplished throughout his remarkable journey. LeBron is special too in his own right too, and people shouldn't forget that either. But when it's all said and done, if you come at me and ask me, that's who I'm going to with, and it's MJ, Johnson explained to Patrick. This quote perfectly encapsulates the respectful yet firm stance that many basketball purists maintain when discussing this debate. What makes Johnson's opinion particularly compelling is his unique vantage point as someone who actually competed against Jordan during the height of both their powers. Their professional paths crossed for 8 seasons, providing Johnson with an up-close and personal view of Jordan's devastating effectiveness.
The most memorable intersection occurred during the 1990-91 campaign, when Johnson's Lakers faced Jordan's Chicago Bulls in what would become his airness's inaugural championship triumph. That final series serves as a perfect case study for Jordan's excellence. Across those 5 games, Jordan didn't just play well, he dominated virtually every statistical category that matters. He averaged an impressive 31.2 points per contest, while also contributing 11.4 assists, 6.6 rebounds, and 2.8 steals per game. For context, those assist numbers demonstrate Jordan's underrated playmaking ability, while his defensive statistics highlight the two-way impact that often gets overlooked in modern discussions about his greatness. But let's address the elephant in the room. Is there actually a definitive answer to this debate? The truth is, having 2 players of Jordan and James's caliber to compare represents one of sport's most beautiful arguments, because there genuinely isn't a universally correct response. Each player built their case through completely different approaches to excellence. Jordan's argument rests on pure dominance concentrated within a specific time frame. From the 1986 to 87 season through 1997 to 98, he assembled what many consider the most dominant decade-plus stretch in professional basketball history. During this period, he collected 10 All-NBA first-team selections, 9 scoring titles, 6 championships, and 5 MVP awards. These aren't just impressive numbers. They represent sustained excellence at the sport's highest level, while consistently performing in the most pressure-packed moments. Meanwhile, James has constructed his legacy around something equally impressive but fundamentally different: unprecedented longevity combined with sustained elite performance. His streak of 22 consecutive All-NBA team selections represents a level of consistency that seems almost impossible to comprehend. Even more remarkably, Many analysts argue that his performances at ages 38, 39, and 40 represent the greatest individual seasons by any player at those advanced stages of their careers in NBA history. And this is where the debate becomes genuinely fascinating. Are we valuing peak dominance or sustained excellence? Should 6 championships in 8 years carry more weight than 4 championships spread across multiple decades with different teams? Does Jordan's perfect finals record, 6-0, outweigh James's ability to reach 10 finals with 3 different franchises? These questions don't have easy answers, and that's exactly what makes Magic Johnson's unwavering position so intriguing.
Despite having every reason to favor the current Lakers superstar, he continues championing the Chicago Bulls legend based purely on what he witnessed firsthand during their competitive overlap. So here's the real question that should spark some serious discussion. Is Magic Johnson's perspective more valuable because he actually played against Jordan? Or does his era bias prevent him from fully appreciating LeBron's unique contributions to basketball history? Are we witnessing generational prejudice, or does competing against greatness provide insights that statistics and highlight reels simply can't capture? What's your take on this eternal debate? Do you side with Magic's unwavering support for Jordan's peak dominance, or does LeBron's incredible longevity and versatility make him your choice for basketball's ultimate crown? Drop your thoughts below, because this conversation is far from over, and every basketball fan seems to have a passionate opinion worth hearing.